DreamKingFilmz. We're here, Aaron Bell of the Terry Parker Braids. Hey, Aaron, man, you at the JAC Invitational today. Real quick, just talk about that in your performance.
Today was just one of my last meets of the season, or official last meets of the season. Just came out, executed the best way I could in prelims and finals, and just came out to win.
Yes, sir. Talk about that prelims and finals, man. You turned on the speed against some hell of a competition. Real quick, just talk about coming in first place in the prelims and the finals.
So in prelims, we was working on all week, just me focusing on my acceleration, my drive phase, coming out with big arms and transitioning well and just holding my top end speed. And then once I ran that by myself though, I knew once I get some good competition, it was gonna go to the next level. So once I got in the finals, did the same thing, and just came out with a win.
Yes, sir. Talk about that finals run a little bit more, Aaron.
The finals run, it was just, I knew I had some good competition, so I had to get out real well, and I knew I had to maintain it and keep it as the best I possibly could.
Yes, sir. Talk about that competition you faced against Demetrius, Alex Collier, Maurice Dawson, but you came in first place. Real quick, talk about that competition.
My training partners though, so you know, we all doing great things. Maurice and Alex heading off to college, so they finna go on a bigger, better level. Me and Twins still got another year in high school, so we finna try to take over the high school circuit for our last year and just do our thing.
Yes, sir. 10.7 win in the finals run. Nowhere near your PR. Real quick, just talk about that and how you get to your PR, Aaron.
You know, we done already reached my peak potential already, so we were just like a last look, see what we got before the season ends. So I was expecting big things because I knew if I accelerated and I had my transition and everything well, it'll come out. But you know, temperature and everything, we had a 1.3 headwind, so I think that's like my fastest time ever in a headwind too. So it was a good race overall. Yes,
sir. Aaron, talk about what was you doing to stay on top of your craft amid this coronavirus pandemic?
You know, for me, it was a blessing in disguise because it was kind of hard when it first hit because it was basically like it was a slap in the face for everything I did in fall training. It was like it didn't matter because everything got shut down, but kept a positive mindset, knew what I had to do. I go out here to stay on top, and I did that.
Yes, sir. How important it was to do that?
It was very important because it got tough sometimes when I was like, I don't even know why I'm doing this no more because I don't got a season. So. But I kept faith, I kept God in my mind, so I knew he was going to push me through all these hard times and everything else.
Yes, sir. The recruiting process got shut down for all athletes across the nation. Real quick, just talk about that and elaborate on that a little bit more, Aaron, and what you was doing during that time.
During that time, I just make sure I had like my school set in order for like what I know, what I want to go, what I'm looking into, and like the schools like I know that I want to go to. So I just making sure like I keep up the part with them and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Did recruiters keep in contact with you? Did they keep a bond with you throughout that process?
They just made sure that I was straight and stuff, and they would just let me know like when the deadline end, and like they would just let me know because sometimes the dates kept getting pushed back, so they'll just let me update me on certain stuff and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Talk about some of the schools that's recruiting you. Talk about some of the schools that's showing your interest.
Some of them, my top, I ain't gonna say, I don't announce my top 6 just yet, but I got some of my top schools like Houston and Texas A&M and LSU. Them like my main focus in Tennessee, my main focus right there. So, you know, we're just looking into them and see how everything go with them.
Yes, sir. Why didn't you run the 400 today?
You know, cause it wasn't played out, but it was like I got a whole nother season next year to break it down and come out here and drop some more dumb stuff. Because like earlier this year, February, when I had opened up at the 400, I ran 48.2 by myself. So I know next year I'm gonna be bigger, better, stronger, more confident, more smarter at how to run it and everything else.
Yes, sir. Aaron, talk to the little kids that follow you online socially or look up the Terry Parker Athletics. Real quick, Aaron, just talk to them and tell them how important grades is in the process of playing high school sports, Aaron, and also tell them how important having respect is in the game of life.
Yeah, it's very important to have it. Make sure your grades are always up because without them grades, you might as well just be out there running just to be running because ain't no college gonna look at you if you don't got the grades, the GPA, the test scores, none of that. And being respectful, that's gonna get you a long way. Because they got me a long way in the game and with schools, coaches, everything else, because they'll look out for you if you're respectful, hard working, and trusting. So.
Yes, sir. Aaron, you're flying under the radar. I'm not sure how, but you don't want a ton of meets. You got the accolades. Real quick, just tell everybody out there that don't know, give them some of the accolades you don't want.
You know, I'm U.S. #2 in the country. In 60 meters, I went 6.72. That's 33 all-time high school history. I went my PRs. I'm number 3 in Florida. I'm like top 10 in the nation in 100, top like 11 to 12 in 100, like number 19 in the 400, and you know I'm number one junior in my class this year. In the 200, I think I'm number 2 in 100, and I'm like number 3 or 4 in the 400. So next year, we just trying to make sure I do everything I did this year, but bigger and better. So focus on that 6'6" that it possibly could have came out New Balance, indoor, national. So just hoping everything stay up to par and everything, and everything get better.
Yes, sir. Talk about that a little bit more before we get out of here. Some of those PRs you looking to say as the season come up this year.
Oh yeah, so we trying to go out here and do something that very few high schoolers that did went 6'6" in indoor. So I'm just looking forward to that, just knowing what it takes. I already went 6'72", so I know that's definitely in my range, and that's definitely right there. So.
And what events are those?
60 meters indoor, and I went 21:53 indoor too. So I know once I get outdoor, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for my 10-0, 10-1, anything possible, as long as you stay focused and contact.
Yes, sir. Aaron, thanks for talking with me. Good luck to your future.